everyone. Welcome to No Movies in Hell. I'm Chris Geiger.
I'm LaClaw Scott, and today we are reviewing Challengers.
What's this guy's name? Luca
Guadagnino?
Yeah.
I've never heard his name pronounced, so...
Me neither. But he does interesting stuff. I did like Bones and All.
Yes, I really like that movie.
I like this movie.
Yeah.
He has another one coming out really soon as part of the New York Film Festival at Lincoln Center. So maybe I'm going to see that, depending on timing, of course. Challengers came out a while ago, but we didn't. I think we just forgot and didn't, because we both saw it when it came out. I think here we are now releasing our Challengers review.
Well, I think it's good. I think this movie is like a slow burn, one, and two, it's just really artistically great, from like the shots in the soundtrack, and I really liked it. I didn't know what to expect going in because I think the trailers tell kind of like a different story, but I'm happy because I just thought that this was like this film and like the story was just so different from anything I've really seen, and I like and respect Zendaya for this decisioning. And also Josh Connor, who I know from, of a couple of the episodes that I've watched of The Crown, and Mike Feist, who's in he's in West Side Story, and he's also like a theater guy. So I've never seen him on theater, but West Side Story, Spielberg's, that came out a couple years ago, he's in that. I just thought that this was really good. And I remember I have a friend who was like, I'm not going to see this movie. And I'm like, and I was telling her, like, I think it's very different. You should see it. And so weeks later, she gets a text. I get a text that's like, okay, I saw it and it's really good.
So Josh Connor, I feel like I've seen him recently, like in unexpected places. So he was in La Chimera.
Yeah.
Which was really good. And then the other guy was in the Bikeriders.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he plays the like reporter, book writer guy, which I wasn't expecting him at all. And he just pops onto the screen because he wasn't in any of the promos I saw. I recommend the Bikeriders as well if anyone wants to watch a movie about motorcycle gangs.
I need to see that.
So Challengers, it was not what I expected. I sort of didn't want to see it because I thought it was just going to be this love triangle. I feel like with just a sports theme. So I was like, haven't I already seen that? But it was good. I thought it was different than what I thought it would be going into it. I appreciate that it is like a love triangle, but they all love tennis.
Yeah.
So it's a love square. Or
if for the love of the sport, and I feel like it's the love of the sport, and the kind of the characters are in the peripheral almost, but the last like 15-20 minutes of just the visual effects of the tennis match, soft spoiler, was amazing.
We're so far beyond the release date of this movie. I think we can just say whatever we want.
Well, no.
26.5 and 24. So 25.25. Soundtrack was good.
Yeah. Very Trent Reznor. Fantastic job. And it was just announced the other day that Trent Reznor and oh my gosh, the name escapes me. His soundtrack partner. Yes. Is doing the third Tron movie, so Tron Aries, which is set to come out next year. So that should be good.
I was watching Shogun, and Atticus is the music, I guess, or provides the sound for Shogun.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah.
So that's interesting. And the music is good for Shogun.
Mm-hmm. That's a very good show.
So you gave cinematography, you gave acting less than I did.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was good, but I think for me, this movie is like very visually appealing.
The special effects You gave it a 3. Is that because you don't think that they are generated versus them actually playing tennis?
Well, actually, the special effects and cinematography and, some of the production and quality set was largely due to how they captured these games. And I was thinking of it from the perspective of the upshots of them, like kind of like up in the air, and like you could see the ball going back and forth. Like you, the viewer, are put in between like these players and in this situation. And I absolutely love that. I've never seen that before. I know that was, a mix of practical effects. Obviously, they're, having like a glass or a piece of plastic that would capture, the vertical shots with the actors on top, but then also having a camera rigged to a tennis ball or following the movements, and that's like the other special effects, and that's like digital special effects. And I was really impressed by that.
Do you have any thoughts and feelings about this movie that we haven't covered, or about the participants in it?
No, not really. I thought it was good. I think that like it'll probably be something that to revisit again down the line. But overall, I was pleasantly surprised.
Agree. I do think that I want to see more movies that he does. Based on this, and I mean, I don't know what else he's done, honestly, besides this and Bones and all, but he doesn't really pull any punches. Like he's not afraid to make the audience uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I like that. Right. I don't know what that says about me, but
because you've seen so many movies, so it's like formulaic. It's like, just give me something different.
Right. Agree. Do you have anything to plug in this episode?
Looking forward to some of these like late summer films. Also, Alien Romulus, which will probably be like the first Alien movie I see in the movie theater. I've always caught them kind of like after the fact, so I'm excited about that. And obviously, I'm very excited about Beetlejuice. How about you? Do you have anything to plug?
I get the newsletter from Subway Cinema, and they recommended a movie called Twilight of the Warrior Walled In. And I had seen that it was listed at AMC, and I wasn't going to see it because it just looks like a kind of standard Hong Kong martial arts gangster movie. But in the Subway Cinema newsletter, it said it just went through Cannes. I was like, oh, okay. So I went to see that, and it was pretty good. I mean, it follows the genre, right? But it was really good. So I recommend that if you get a chance to catch that. There are a lot of things that I think are coming like later so I feel like the summer blockbuster period is over now. We're into August. Things are pushing out to like September, November. So we're in a little bit of a lull. Strange Darling looks interesting. There's also a movie coming out at the end of September called Tokyo Cowboy, which looks interesting. It's about a Japanese businessman who buys a ranch in Montana and tries to make it into a profitable business. But it's gone through a lot of festival. It's got, a lot of the festival symbols on its promo. So that seems interesting. And having just watched a bunch of Japanese movies like Wim Wenders' Perfect Days, like those sorts of things, seems very appealing. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.